Are you starting now? Okay. Let me move.
Olivia, where are you, honey?
I'm trying to get Leo out of the seat. I'll just have to stay here.
Okay.
Okay. Let me get ready.
Okay, honey.
It'll be easier if I have these spread out.
Oh. Yeah. Preparation is key, sweetheart.
Yep. Okay.
Let me know when I can start recording.
Okay.
You gotta get Leo out of the way.
Okay. Here. I'll lock Leo. I'll be
Okay.
right back.
Okay, sweetie.
Come on, Leo. You want treat? You want treat?
She'll be right with you. This is what Olivia did for her science project. Correlation, mind and matter. I'll let her explain it.
In your room.
It's over my head.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, let me know when I can start recording.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Collect yourself. And you got your sport coat. What is that called? The jacket?
Blazer.
Make sure your blazer. Okay. Make sure the collar's down. Okay, you want to look professional, right?
Yep.
Just like a job interview. Okay, your collar's not down, honey.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to go into an interview or a presentation with one collar up, one collar down. Okay.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay, so you're going to go with black or white?
I think I'm gonna go with white. Well, what do you want?
Well, honey, I kind of prefer...
Black? Okay, I'll go with black.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
You make
All right, go.
Hi, my name is Olivia, and my presentation today is called Correlation, Mind, and Matter. My question is there a similarity between being physically dominant on one side of your body, right or left, and mentally dominant on one side of your brain, right or left? My hypothesis at first was that mentally and physically being dominant on one side did have something to do with each other. I thought this because without doing the research, I thought I knew a lot of people who used the right side of their body more and who seemed to use the right side of their brain, judging on their personality. The materials I used, which if you want to go into deeper example, I can refer to this, but the materials I used were people, which were also my one variable. So I switched out to using people. I also used an eye chart that looks exactly like this to test people's dominant eye. Then I used a tennis ball so people could throw it and test their dominant arm that they threw with. And then I used a soccer ball to see which foot was people's dominant foot when they would kick something. Then I also used a pencil to see which arm was dominant when writing. And I used a baseball bat to see which arm was more preferable when they swung a baseball bat. And then I used a basketball and a basketball hoop to see which arm was more dominant when someone shot a basketball. And then I used a muscle weight to figure out someone's stronger arm. So how I did this was I would have them sit down, put their elbow on their knee, and do this as many times as they could. Put it down and up. And they would do that with each arm as many times as they could, and whichever arm they could do it more with was their stronger arm. So I also used a golf club, I couldn't bring golf clubs, so I brought a golf ball. And that was to see which arm was more preferable when they swung a golf club. I also had to use an internet-connected device to get my data and to make this board, and I also had to use it for my 30-second brain test. Another test I did was the favorite subject, because the left side of your brain is more organized and systematic, and I have an example of that right here. Then, an example would be math, but the right side of your brain is more creative and intuitive. An example would be art, and you can see that in this little brain too. So, the last test I did was something called a 30-second brain test, and I asked people to go to en.summer-summer.com, which was one of the sources I used. My websites I used were en.summer-summer.com and sciencebuddies.org. The books I used were Brains and Bodies. So, after all of my research was done, I compared them. So in handwriting, 24 people used their right and 1 person used their left. In throwing the ball, 25 people used their right, 0 with their left. And then as I went down these, I saw that in the physical traits, at least 83% of people use their right side of their body more than their left. So then when I got to the mental traits, I saw eye chart. 11 people used their right, 11 people used their left, and 3 people used both equally. So I found out that gave me a big part of my results, because as a lot of people are using the right side of their body more, it was getting more equal as I went down the chart with mental traits. The age average was 22, and then this is where I found my conclusions. In all respondents, 41, you used your brain, 41% right and 59% left. And that gave me my answer, because while you didn't, it was more uncommon to use the left side of your body, it was more common to use the left side of your brain. So that gave me my results and conclusions. My research showed that there is no correlation between being dominant on one side of your body and dominant on one side of your brain. That proved my hypothesis wrong. In fact, I found out that it is more usual to use the opposite side of your brain than your body. And that is my presentation.